Hello, hello, hello. I'll let some people join in here, but good morning, everybody. If you're in the Pacific time zone where I am, if not, then it looks like it's about to tick into afternoon on the East Coast. So, good afternoon to you guys. I'm gonna let some people hop in here and post the link on Discord. So, let me do that. Let me make sure the stream is working properly on my phone. Give me a second. Brett London to the moon. Good stuff, Larry. Really good stuff. They front ran that daily though, huh? I bet a lot of people were waiting for that. That's why I had the 1.618 there as the first entry, because I was worried about that. Good morning. Good morning. Sounds like audio and everything is good. Deuterino, please leave the stream. Thank you. Okay. I'll wait another 2 minutes and then I'll get started. Deuter, are you long, by the way? Deuterino? Because if he's in, then I'm out. All right, Deuter's not in. Perfect. Perfect. What's up, bro? I'm looking at oil right now on the screen. You can see that. It's at my area right now. Might hop in. I have a limit order. Somehow it's not getting filled right now. But we'll see. We'll see. This candle is disgusting. Look at this candle. Any of you guys trade oil? Oil is a weird one because, so you see this, I have this like corrective move down, right? So boom, boom, boom. Hits the 1.618 nicely. Then moves up. The way it moves up, it hits this flat target. So I was thinking, okay, what if it's a flat? But if we ignore the flat and we put in this new low here, it could be a start of a new sequence, which does look like a leading, and it is bullish. So I know there's a weekly fair value gap here. Slav from our group, he has a harmonic here as well. So I think this is definitely kind of like a make or break zone. And I want a long here with a, decent little stop loss. But if this reverses, I would hold this, for a break of this high, or at least a significant retracement up. Yeah, on MT5, it's a little off. Yeah. For those of you that want to trade oil that don't have like MT5 or another broker, Bing X actually has oil on there. You just have to turn on a VPN if you're in the US. And then you can trade oil. It's pretty cool. Using like Tether. It's fucking crazy. That's how you know it's a Ponzi. You're using magical Tether coins to trade oil. I'm going to enter on Bing X right now. Just so give me a second here. Let's see. And then I'll get into Bitcoin. I really don't like this reaction though. This is really ugly, but you know, it's a 4.5% down day on oil. That's huge. So I'm sure there will be at least a decent little retracement. BigGet doesn't have oil. Bing X does. Bing X is the top link in our description. They're like the only non-KYC company left in the US. And I'm like really hoping they stay around for a while. But they're like a little bit lower tier than like BitGet and Binance and stuff. So they're kind of off the radar, which is really good for us. All right, cool. Brave soul, yes, I am. Dude, you were saying that like you saw news about gas prices. Can you tell me what it was exactly? By the way, your gold trade you posted is in profit. Yeah, mine's in profit too. I thought it got stopped, but then I looked closer. Look at that. We got saved. We got saved. So I'm still in too. But this is right now a triple wave, so I hope it keeps dumping for you. But I'm not going to touch anything yet. I'm not going to TP anything yet. Like, it's barely in profit. You know, we entered here. So I'm just going to wait. If it works, it works, you know. If not, it's okay. But you can't be taking profit early on your trades like this because you have to let it play out. But yeah, I was hoping for a rejection just straight from the fib. This can definitely go higher. Gold on the macro, this is 5 waves up, right? So it's either an A or a 1, and there's a 1, 2, 3. Because this move from here, from these lows, this looks pretty impulsive to the upside. So ideally, in general, this move down was corrective. Like that, kind of like broke the 1.618 and then moved up. So ideally, this has the potential to break these highs. But in a perfect world for us, we can label this as like a WXY, and we'll get a better entry to long for the break of the high, and hopefully we can catch this short. But we'll see. We'll see. So Bitcoin right now, since the last stream, if you guys aren't from the group and you don't know what's going on like in our group, basically in the last stream we were looking for a short around here, which we got. Really nice move down, hit the 100%, right, for an ABC for what we have right now as a wave 4. And this was really nice. This happened really quick, so I wasn't fully able to get the signal off on there, but I know Oya posted it in general chat that morning. So hopefully everybody got in because this was a really nice one, right? And this move clearly looks impulsive to me. So the only way that it could be bearish and go down in my mind is if this is a flat, so like an A, B, C flat. and then puts in another low from this area. But we can't assume that. So what we are assuming is that this uptrend is going to continue. And so far, this move down looks pretty corrective. So I have this as an A, then a B, then a C here. And we hit the 1.618 to the tick, which was really nice. And on XO charts, if you remember in the last stream, I was talking about these zero candles. So we have that auction failure at that low, which is a very bullish sign. Usually that means the low is in. If we look at the other day, we had that zero down here, which was this candle right there, and then we got this huge move up. So ideally, we should be moving up. The other piece of confluence that was really nice with this low, where it stopped, is it was the previous day volume area low, like perfect. And then the previous week POC, slightly below it, but also a really nice piece of confluence. The only bad thing is that it front ran the daily naked point of control. And I don't have enough experience with XOs to know what happens if we front run it. Like, do we just go right through it? Maybe Larry knows. But that could mean a possibility of one more low as well. Just kind of tick that and then continue up. Or the other case that I was kind of inferring is everybody was probably waiting for the daily naked point of control who's watching the charts, right? Because it's such an obvious place where price could reverse from, that they kind of wanted to just wick it, front run it, and then go up. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe during this live stream, we'll get a bigger pump. So far, this move up hit a bearish target right here, 618. But this move also looks triple wave down. So it's kind of hard to say for now. On that other low the other day, at first this looked triple wavy, right? Like, that's why sometimes it's really annoying, because this looks like a triple wave, right? Hits the 618 and then just moons. So sometimes you just gotta like be patient. Don't really judge the triple wave too soon and just wait for the bigger move. Let's see what the chat's saying. Heard it on radio. National prices set to drop this week. So that's a good thing, I think, for a long. Just like you're kind of counter trading the news. Like everybody's like, oh, gold or oil prices are going down. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Am I in oil? Let me see if my limit got filled. Didn't get filled yet. It's at 73.3 on MT5. My limit's at 73.13. I'm just going to wait for it to get filled. And if it starts reversing like a nice reaction, then I'll just enter. No rush. This trade I was kind of thinking about, USD CAD. I don't know. I don't love the USD pairs, but I have this as like a W, X, and then a Y. So let me flip the Y. If this puts in another little high, I might just try it since it's a tight stop. And I think this should break the lows. 4-hour fair value gap, 36K. Dude, keep waiting, bro. Keep waiting for lower, bro. Keep waiting for lower. Where's that? 36.30. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. I just don't like that, Duder, because it breaks the 1.618 like pretty significantly by then. And I would assume it's not valid. Because the other possibility is we're doing like this, this, and then down one more time before up. That's like a pretty valid possibility too. But you can't assume that. You just have to trade what's given. So I'm not going to wait for that and just miss the bus, you know. What else do you guys want me to look at while I talk? Just like if you have any coins that you think are looking good, you can type them in and give me the price you're looking at, and then I can take a look at them. Oh, you like the flat idea? Of course you do. You're not on the bus, bro. You're going to be waiting for, what was your number? 33K? We're going to be at 50K and you're going to be waiting for 33K still, bro. Solana? All right, let's look at Solana. Oh, both of you want Solana. Okay. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. So Solana, let's zoom out first. First of all, this thing is insane. Very, very insane. So the cluster's really topped, which means when this thing dumps, it's gonna really dump. Like, you remember this back here? This was the last time our cluster was that high. And then finally when it found its like temporary top, it really dumped. I don't see that happening just yet. I think Bitcoin still has some more push, which will continue to take Solana with it. Also, funding is currently negative still. Weekly is just insane. I mean, look at this RSI. That's crazy. Also, our cluster is really high. Same thing, when the cluster tops out, it can dump pretty hard. But there's no like significant retracement yet. Like it hit the 200%, which we can count valid for, like I have this as a potential maybe WXY. We could say that's valid because XRP did a similar one and stopped at the 200%. But it still doesn't make sense to like die yet. I don't think, at least. But if you want to have like a shorter term long entry, I actually was swinging this earlier and I saw that it hit this C wave target at the 1.23 with what kind of looks like a choppy 5 waves in the C leg. So personally, I actually took a little trade, like just a really small one down here on this little triple wave. I put my stop at the low. And it's kind of more like a YOLO trade. Like, hey, if Solana just keeps going again, I'll be in at least. But so far, this move up looks very triple wavy. I'm not going to change anything, though. I'm just going to hold this because if it works out, it'll work out very well. If that low does not hold, we have another target at this 1.618, which I might try to re-enter. But it depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin loses that 1.618, then I'm not going to touch it. So we'll see. But this is a decent setup, I think. Decent. I feel like Sol already did like a lot of pumpage though. You might want to find another coin that hasn't fully blasted off yet. Same with Rune. Like Rune is crazy. Um, 80. Yeah, like I can't really give you bullish targets for Solana because I don't want to count each individual 1-2 on this. Like it's just kind of a waste of time for me. Like, you don't need to count this. If you're long, just hold it until you see a significant retracement and then up again, and then you'll have like fib pivots to get your bullish targets. Like, if you're long, just hold it, you know. If you're in crazy green profits and you're kind of married to those gains, then you can take some off, obviously. But let me see what Pepe's doing. You guys like Pepe? That was so sick. We caught the top here and we caught the long here. Pepe looks impulsive to me. I see 5 waves here, like boom, boom. 4, 5, nice target there. If you guys want a little like riskier altcoin setup right now, I would do something like enter here, stop at the low, save TP 25% right here, but then ride this out for a break of the highs. But it's not like the best R&R right now, like your stop is 7%. But I'm in from down here, so I'm just chilling. I haven't even TP'd, to be honest. I'll be sad if we break these lows. But Pepe should go, the way I swing it is, this is 5 waves up of A or 1. Then this is triple wave of B. Then our C wave minimum target is 0.00016. And obviously has potential for higher targets, but these are the targets I'm looking at. What's up, Sophos? Oil reacted. Oh shoot, let's see. Okay. Let me see if I'm in. If not, I'll just enter. Yeah, I'm not in. I'll just enter. $71.76. All right. Come on, Saudi Arabia. Pump our bags. Let's go. I want $10 gasoline so my trade is green. That's basically what we're doing. Has this move changed your mind on higher time frame? What do you mean? For Bitcoin? Higher time frame? Like there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, potentially doing the 5th leg now of A. But with this, it's tough because we could still be in a wave 3 and just keep going up before our bigger wave 4 and then our bigger wave 5. So like, I'm not really rushing into anything. I have this short set up here if we get to like 39K, but there's no confluence there. The next piece of confluence I really have is the daily naked point of control at 41,500. And if you've just been using these daily naked point of controls, they've been hitting the extremes of the range. So like this one today, obviously. Then we had one down here when we caught the long. It went through it, but it was still in that area and it gave us the area of interest. So I'd rather just wait for daily naked point of controls to TP because those have been working very well. Whereas Elliott wave targets on an impulsive move have just been slightly, I wouldn't say disappointing, but it's just hard to know which degree of a wave 5 you're in when it's so choppy and impulsive like that. It's better just to be patient. Do I still think WXY? Yeah. Like macro, yeah. But look how high our targets are. Like we have till 50K of room. So this A wave Could go all the way to 46K, then come down, and then go up again to still be a WXY, right? Like this A wave could be really big. Someone wanted sand. I haven't checked sand in a while. Wow. That's interesting. What is this wick? Holy shit. What happened here, bro? What is this? The hell is this? This probably got so many people wrecked. Okay, so just by looking at this with the naked eye, this seems like a triple wave down right here, 100%. And then perhaps some sort of impulsive move, but I'm sure this might have hit a bearish target. Yeah, maybe some weird like leading 5 waves up here. Oh, I don't like that. See, this top has no divergence, so it's not necessarily a 5th wave. But it is a shit coin, so I think you can find better opportunities in other coins. I wouldn't stay married to this coin right now. The waves just don't look clean to me. Maybe if your TA style has some kind of better areas of interest, then by all means take that. But for the waves, it doesn't look that clean to me. To the downside, it did hit this 1.618 potentially, which could be a reversal to break this high. But nothing really clean that I'm seeing on this. Oh, something I'm in, by the way, guys, is GRT. I posted this in general chat on the group. I think this could break these highs. I think it should break these highs based on this triple to the downside. This move up looks pretty impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's see downside if I can give you guys some targets. Right now, looks interesting. Maybe a WXY. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Probably wouldn't enter right now, to be honest. But if this makes another low, you could think about entering, putting your stop here. Obviously, safest stop is at the low. But I'm long this, and I have not TP'd yet. Still waiting for at least a break of this high to TP. And then the bigger portion of my position will be up here. I think we're going to get like a crazy up day soon. Like where Bitcoin throws like a 5% candle. And then alts just go crazy. Might not be today. Tomorrow's Friday. So maybe over the weekend we'll see. Yeah, that's where CZ long, for real. I'm totally okay with another low. I actually hope we get another low so I can add more. But I don't know if we will. I could probably make this into a leading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. RSI always messes it up. The auction fail was really nice, boys. I'm telling you, that thing has such a high success rate. Where's my X's? That's so sick. Like an auction fail down here and then another one here. Like that's so sick. Bull div on here. I feel underexposed, you know what I mean? The probability of those working out. Oh, sorry, Deuter, I'll look at ENS in 1 second. The probability of these auction fails working out is very high. On the hourly, it's very high. So like you can see here, the candle 2 before had an auction fail. Like only 2 auction fails versus 3 here. And it put in another low. So sometimes auction fails do put in another slight low before it takes off. But let me switch to the 1 hour time frame and see if we got one. Because 1 hour is like a lot harder and a higher percentage. So like on that low the other day, we had it on the 1 hour. Let me check on this one. Yeah, so we have it on the 1 hour here. Even the 2 candles next to it have a little bit of auction fail, which is really cool. But it has to have some confluence for me. Like I'm not just gonna take a random one. Like even this dump candle had one. It has to have 3 things. Number 1, it has to be at an Elliott wave target for me to take it. Number 2, it has to have some kind of divergence on the CVD. And then number 3, it has to have some kind of like volume area low, or ideally a daily POC. If it has at least 2 out of 3 of those, it's like probably a 90% win rate, at least. Like, what do you think, Larry? I think it's like a very good win rate when you have those 3. Let me see if I can find another example. Maybe this low. Yeah, so this low is the 33K low, right? And then that low brought us all the way to like 38K, right? And that low had an auction failure. And if you fib this, you know, that was the Elliott wave target. And I can't see previous POCs, but there was probably something around there. And then if you look, we have hidden divergence on the CVD. So you have 2 of those 3 things, auction fail, boom, big move up. So they're a very, very powerful confluential tool that I'm just really loving. And not a lot of people have access to this. Like Exos Charts is like, I think it's $50 a month, something like that. And most retail traders don't want to pay that and don't even know how to use this. So this is a tool that more advanced traders can use and find confluence. Here we go. ENS, Deuter. Let's see what we got. Interesting. It hit this 1.618, but this could be like a leading, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I wouldn't really trade this just because it's like you're at the range high already, but this looks impulsive, obviously. This move down looks corrective. Hits this 100%. You know, we'll probably break this high. But like, then you don't really have targets for anything above it. So there's nothing for me to trade on this duder. Maybe if you're just like trading the fair value gaps or something, you're like waiting for up here. But nothing too crazy for me to look at. This entire thing could have been a flat. Like if I'm looking at this just briefly, this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where this is an A wave, this is a B wave, and then we might do a C wave. Might have even hit a flat target already. Nope. Yeah, so like if I was long this, I would look at these areas first to TP. But there's no entry on this for me, the way I trade. DXY. Sure. One sec. This would have been a good short. I was waiting for the fib to actually get hit on this, but USD CAD, like for the guys who trade Forex, what pairs do you usually trade? Because I hate trading US dollar pairs. They always do some like sus shit, for me at least. Like this one, I was waiting so long for this short. Like ever since down here, I'm like, okay, I need to catch this retracement. And then it finally gets there, and I posted the trade and it front ran me. I know some guys got in, but this is like a pretty significant front run. Like that's pretty big. So I just don't understand US dollar pairs sometimes. And then even on this, it front ran me again right here. Like I could have entered obviously, but I just like it when it hits the target really clean. Because with currency pairs, you want to be like very precise with your entries, you know. But it's okay. Maybe I can catch a retrace if we get here. Keep an eye on that. Great British Pound, US dollar, Euro, US dollar, yeah. Yeah, I like those ones too, but not the US dollar ones. They just piss me off. Because I'm pretty sure like the DXY is the most traded pair, like US dollar pairs. So they always just try to do some fuck shit. This was nice. I remember that. Doesn't tell me anything. Wow. That's a big drop. Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily done to the downside yet. I've had this fib for a while. And this could be like a WXY per se. So like let's say A, B, C, X, or excuse me, W, X, A, B. This is the C wave for Y. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Need one more low, tap this 1.618, 5, and then DXY could have a nice push up. So like something like this. Maybe here. Like this matching 1.618. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. But I don't really look at DXY that much, to be honest. What's SPX doing? This short pissed me off, bro. I swear this would have been such a good short, and then just pumped. Pumped during CPI. Just one straight candle. If you hear my dog, sorry about that. Yeah, I was super set on SPX, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful, right? Beautiful 5 waves, but then it just kept going. So this is still some kind of wave 3 now. And I'd move it like this. We're still waiting for a 4 and a 5. But to me, this very clearly should break these highs on the left. So I don't really want to short it. Also with that, it gave us a new pivot for the 618 right here for potential A, B, C, where it's like a flat, I guess, and slightly breaks the all-time high and then dumps. But honestly, the way this is looking right now, like SPX could very well make an all-time high to me. Yeah, like US 500 or US 100, just pushing. I don't really see a reason for that it needs to stop, you know what I mean? Once they say the recession's over, I don't know, have they been saying that already? But once they say like bull market, all-time high, whatever, then we'll probably have another cycle low. Because down here, that's when they declared the recession, when we came up. Come on, Saudi Arabia, please. Give me $10 gas, guys, come on. You guys have Costco where you guys live, by the way? That's where I get my gas. They always have the best prices. I don't know how. What else, guys? What else? I wish something exciting happened. Just want like a big pump on stream. We can pop some bottles together. Ethereum. Haven't looked at it lately. Hold on. Am I still in this? One sec, guys. I'm just checking if I'm in ETH. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm still in the ETH short, up like 300%. I shorted ETH at which high was it? It was this high, but obviously since then it made a triple wave down and slightly missed this target, but that's okay. This move up looks impulsive. Thanks for having me look at this. I haven't looked at this in a while, or not since the other day, I guess, but. Yeah, this looks, look at that, beautiful. So this move down right now is very shallow. I would have liked to see a bigger like boom, 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 more exaggerated, but maybe it's done already. Slightly missed this. What I would do on ETH is I wouldn't enter now, but if we do get some kind of move up here, you know, and then Bitcoin ends up needing another low or whatever reason, and ETH goes down as well, I would for sure enter a long here with my stop at the low. I think that's a high probability long, but it could just blast off right now. I am more bullish on ETH right now. You were shorting, you got wicked out? Darn. On what, ETH? Bored of this up-only market? Yeah, bro. It's kind of fun when you're long. Because then you're like, should I TP? And then you're like, nah. And then you look again, and it's like 5% higher than what you just looked at. It's like you have to stop yourself from TPing sometimes. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, wow. Dang. I was totally going to long the Russell down here. What a freaking candle. Russell is so interesting. That hit a target. This looks corrective though, for now. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this. Gold nuke, that'd be nice. I'll take a USD Canadian dollar short if it comes up to at least the 50% retracement here. I would throw my stop at this high and ideally write it down for a break of this low. If it wants to give me that. We'll see. Any other questions, guys? I'm getting to the end of my stream here. Just wanted to check in with everybody. Oh, if any of you guys are in Highness pumps, Will Sauce just posted oil long. So I was actually talking with him. We were messaging, and we ended up having the same area on oil. So he just posted it for his guys. Whenever me and Will Sauce have confluence, it's like a 90% win rate, at least. So that's a really good thing to see. And he has the same thing. He thinks it's going to go to 85. Inform us what trades Cousin takes. Bro, Cousin's been winning lately. You know why? Because he just longs everything. And that's what's been working. But he's going to get wrecked once the top is in. Also, you know what's hilarious? On that low that we made today, he said, let me find it. To be honest, if we lose it with confirmation, I wouldn't mind shorting to hedge our long position. Like he was about to short this down here, right where we longed. So But you know what? There's no one else I'd rather trade with in a bull market than Cousin Crypto. I swear, whatever he touches somehow works out. This guy has like some kind of luck. I don't know. He's a good dude too. But I don't know about his TA. He's really good at finding those projects on what's that thing called where you swap the ETH to like random coins? Is it Uniswap? He's good at finding stuff on Uniswap. But what he does, he'll find a coin that has like $1 million market cap, right? Like a baby. Like we could move that coin basically. He'll enter it and he'll be like, yo guys, I just found the next gem. Like hop in this gem with me. And then obviously people start buying it, which pumps his bag. I'm not saying he's like dumping on people because he's not. He tends to hold it for a while. But he definitely adds a lot of fuel to those coins. You know what I mean? What do I think about Will Sauce's stop loss? Let me check. His is 72.7. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's tighter than mine, right? Yeah, that's fine. I just gave mine a little extra room. But yeah, his is fine there. Totally fine. Hey, stay. I took Gary to the dog park today. There's a new one by my house. Gary's my dog. In case you don't know, you're not in the group. And he found a, what are those big ass dogs? I don't think it's a Doberman. Yeah, it's Gary. What are those big ass dogs like that are all slobbery and like huge? Anyway, he found one of those dogs in the dog park, and Gary's probably the size of like half of his leg. He's like a mini wiener dog. He's 10 pounds, and they were just chasing each other, and it was so funny. I'll see if I can send a video in the group. Mastiff, maybe. Let me find it. It's like the one that looks like a horse. Great Dane, I think. Yeah, it was a Great Dane. Probably like weighed as much as me, bro. It's so funny. Come on, oil. It's weird because gold is dumping, but oil is pumping. Or other way around. Oil is dumping and gold is pumping. Usually they do similar things. Just because they're related. You're curious to see crypto in the next cycle with all those big players? Yeah, I don't know, bro. An ETF will definitely stabilize the price because it's so much more money that's not at 100x leverage. It'll definitely be slower. Hopefully altcoins are still around. But in general, I think you just gotta hold some spot for that. I just hope it's not like the SPX because I don't really like trading SPX. But you're right, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. Come on, Bitcoin. I know Will has two targets. He has 73 which we hit. That was my confluent target. And then we have 72.89, which we also kind of hit. So ideally this should start reversing now. And if it doesn't, a little scared. What I want to see is this 4-hour candle needs to close above this line of divergence. We absolutely have to hold that divergence for this to be a valid fifth wave of this C wave. Same thing on the daily time frame. We're like pushing it. We're a little below it now, but it depends where it closes. Because if we just start to reverse before the day closes, this RSI can close above it. But I'll be a lot more bullish if we can hold that divergence on the daily. Weekly, there's nothing to see here. Cluster is still elevated, but doesn't matter that much. But Caleb, I know you've been looking at the cluster on this. Daily is super low. It's at the same point as it was before this massive pump. 4-hour is not insanely low yet, but it's pretty low. 1 hour, I'm sure, is very low if it loads. Yeah, 1 hour is pretty low, but has divergence, which is great. It has divergence all the way from here, so that's a big one. We're at the hop of a 4-hour deep crab right now. And we have a daily harmonic. So that's really nice to see. Now, when a daily harmonic pattern confirms, plus low divergence on the, or not divergence, but low cluster on the 8-hour time frame, it has a very high success rate. Now, sadly, we don't have that low on the 8-hour, which is frustrating. I wish this was lower, but what we do have is divergence, so hopefully that'll be okay. And another beautiful pattern on the 8-hour time frame. So if we can keep this level, if we can reverse here, this is going to be a really great trade on oil. But that's the thing, this is just dumping. And I know this is in a weekly fair value gap right now. It's a breaker block, so we have to hold this to stay with the uptrend. We're just now tapping it. It looks like. Oh, we haven't tapped it yet, right? And that's another reason why I let the stop loss go at least past 50% of the fair value gap. Sometimes the price wants to mitigate 50% of the fair value gap before reversing. So that's why I chose to stop here. So let's see. This can be a massive trade, but it's a little scary right now. Oil is down 5% on the day, which is huge for oil. If we tap this 4-hour fair value gap within the weekly fair value gap, I'm going to enter slightly more into the position. So I'm going to highlight that right there. And that's just above Will's stop loss as well. So he is okay if price comes down here and then moves up. So again, if we tap this 4-hour, I'm going to enter in a few more barrels because that takes the stop loss down a lot more. So we'll see if we get that. Again, I do not really recommend catching a falling knife, but it could play out well. I've had this area for a long time, so I'm going to enter it. Oh, his stop loss is 7-1. Oh yeah, I see that. What's that blue thing? It says 7-2. Maybe that's that blue line. 7104 is his stop. What's mine again? 7176, yeah. Not far away. What's gold doing? We really need a break above this daily volume area low. But what it looks like to me is we're essentially allowing volume to be traded in the volume area low. So that way we can essentially fill that volume gap and then hopefully move up. So see if we can get that. I need someone to say bull flag. Look at this bull flag. Where's Masha? Let me check something. Okay, so this is one thing to keep in mind, guys. This first move was a triple, then we had another triple here, and we had another triple here. So this could be a W, this could be an X, and then this could be a Y, some kind of weird Y, because we hit the 1.23 up top. So just be a little careful here. That's all I'm going to say about that, in case we are bearish. Anyways, that's really all I have. Like, I went over all my usual stuff. I'm not going to sit here and wait for this to move up. I think it might take some time, maybe later in the day. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you want to join the group to get the actual signals, because there was a big gap between the live streams of the short here and the long down here. So if you want the exact signals, definitely hop in the group. We'll be able to provide that for you. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.